getting the yellow ones.
Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right,
Yeah,
Rabbi.
all around.
Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sofer. The old man
On
cursed
the
this
side,
place,
see all the way to the top
especially
of the mountain
these
with
cellars.
this green, orange.
So I'll go on my own and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your
There's, like,
tests
lips.
still surprise me.
Air lips.
But if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge.
Oh, there's a president. Yeah. There's a yeah, there's a president
Please,
here,
tell
but
me
I
what
can't
problem
hit it.
brought you
I
here.
don't- Okay. Oh yeah, purple gives you a lot. Look at that 10. Purple gives
Maybe,
you
Rabbi,
10.
you could tell me something about golems.
Thaumaturge, golems belong to Kabbalah, and you're forbidden from knowing anything about them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing. Do you think
Hey,
this
we
has
need
something
more
to do with a
start
golem?
making a bank of
I
here.
don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
Yeah, I'm right here.
How can
but-
I stop a golem?
Yeah, I can't do anything with it.
To summon it to life,
Yeah, there's one on each
you
side.
write the 3 Hebrew
Yeah, we
letters
can hit it.
spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it.
Yeah.
In an
but
attempt to
no.
stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body. That leaves mes, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in that.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No. And I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
Shit,
I'm afraid that I
Rex
won't find
Sands.
anything more here.
Can we make
Thank
some
you,
extra?
Rabbi.
Okay, how much? Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Rabbi?
I'm listening.
Mordechai Chayat. Do you know that
Yeah,
name,
it checked off
Rabbi?
and then it came back up again.
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
Yeah, I checked it off again.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horovitz. But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's
Those
dead?
purple ones on the very top.
Unfortunately.
Like
Some say
10
that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
Is this a present right here?
I'll be off.
Right in front
I'll
of this
pray.
door? Wow. It's glowing. Yeah, I don't think they're coming back as fast.
Let's go inspect pharmacy.
That one wasn't.
It's in the gambler's den. These people, yeah.
What? Oh, geez, yeah. Can we get something back? Martin's making us all the money.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Oh, you can upgrade the machines? Okay, that's cool. Oh, you can even upgrade that machine. Which one are you gonna do, left or right? Yeah. Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna hit some paintings that are one each. Yeah. Okay. Martin's get all the good ones and then I'll pick up the red ones down here. You probably have to run all the way around and then they'll start respawning back. Yeah, there's some over here, Martin. But I know that's all the way away from the other one right there. Almost, I see you. Run, Martin!
Run, Marvin.
Run! You don't take fall damage, I jumped all the way off.
You're talking nonsense!
But Abraham, did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
I hope those guys outside are your relatives. Otherwise, you're paying too much for your protection. Are you scared of something?
I'm not easily frightened. I have the time spent working with your father to thank for that. You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I didn't say anything about Golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
Yeah.
And now,
It says
if you
9
like,
minutes, 5 minutes.
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
Oh, you can. Oh,
That's
of course, see that.
awful.
Take a break.
How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking.
Is this a one?
A remarkable death,
Because you could like
isn't it?
literally run around, get all
Yes.
the candy canes, and then
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Well, it's on the timer. Look in the corner. It's
Why did you
90
quit
minutes,
working for my
10 minutes,
father?
45 minutes.
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not telling me everything.
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time.
Yeah, I'm doing the candy canes for this. I heard if you want to do those. Oh no. Oh, and then only the
Is
red
there
ones
something
will be
else
sold.
you need?
That makes sense. Can you get in the house?
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
There's some big presents in here. Okay.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to find it hard to hide anything
Oh, there's
from
a spider up here.
I'm not in the habit of speaking
More
ill of the dead,
presents,
Mr.
so can't
Shulsky,
drink anymore.
especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove, especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek
Oh,
revenge?
did you?
A motive?
Oh yeah, 1,000.
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
I'm gonna go.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I know about the pharmacist.
Beg your pardon?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You wanted to teach my father a lesson, and you did. It's too bad innocent people died in the process. The building that collapsed on Stanisław,
Kind of slow.
it was inhabited by people. Now all that's left of them are some damaged items.
No.
That's what happens every time the golem physically manifests. Random people lose their lives due to its untamed
Oh
power.
yeah, there was one right next to him. Chris
No.
did it.
It can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
The gift that you hit in the beginning.
I don't think the punishment is adequate for the crime. Horowitz had something on his conscience. He must have, if both the Ochrana and the Socialists were interested in him. And what my father did, I can't believe I'm saying this, but his motives seem noble.
Oh, do they?
There's no trace of cruelty in his actions. He didn't do it for his own profit, but for some kind of greater good.
Calm down, Martin.
Without any specifics, those are just words.
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't
he really
reveal
likes
that he
the
knew
client a
Stanisław.
lot.
He also
He
knew
better.
that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't have anything to do with this, Mordechai. Just like I have nothing to do with my father's actions. I am connected to them only by my blood.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yes. Let's go.
Did you see how much?
We'll
the
stop to
line
get
is
Feldman.
Mystria, or what
He
was
should
it
see
called,
this
Martin?
too.
Fields.
Yeah, Martin.
Fields of Mystria.
Yeah, Martin.
King played that one.
Yeah, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin.
Did Ink play that one too?
Which one?
Because they usually play the same games. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because he's punching these candy canes, ain't giving a shit, really. Yeah, Fields of Mystria. I know it's cute. Would you want it on your Switch or? Yeah. Yeah.
So,
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse.
Oh wow.
This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice
Does it have it on
seemed
the
one and the
battle
same.
pass? You should look, Martin.
Revenge is no justice.
Yeah.
It is always
Yeah, that's
dictated by anger. And in anger, erring comes easily.
Yeah,
But
it's called
Sofer
Fields of
agreed to it.
Mystria.
He summoned the golem.
It's really cute, and you can
What
ride
else
around
do you
town
want to
and
know?
stuff. Yeah.
this place won't tell me anymore.
And what have you learned?
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
Yeah, almost 40 seconds.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
The clearing
Is
of
that
rocks.
your worry, Rabbi?
Clearing the rocks one? Yeah.
The clay formed a shell that Sofer infused
Yeah,
with the
this-
Saluta.
Sofer
Oh, yeah, this one over here?
told me to bring
It's clearing
clay.
the rock.
Sticky and cold. I can't say how many of
Oh.
those buckets there were. Hours
Bless
sculpting
you.
the Colossus
Thank you.
until my hands went numb. I could feel the clay absorbing my anger, as if my rage was making it take shape on its own.
Hours? That must have been horribly
That was-
exhausting.
What's a few hours in
storage
exchange for a curse that lasts generations?
No.
These are the remains of some fabric that Sofer wrote
What?
something
Oh,
on in
we're not
Hebrew,
making
I think.
enough money.
This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read
Oh,
anything.
what?
That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sofer.
A thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
There's only one name that comes to mind, but...
Ariel Roffe. A good-for-nothing, vengeful, godless scoundrel.
Yeah.
Strong words from your lips.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
Well, I know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me. But I'll look for him.
Clearly, the Shulsky family has an easy time getting into conflict with Jews.
It didn't respond.
Come now,
It was
don't
a
be
one-time
silly.
thing.
There is just one thing I'd really like to know, Mr. Shulsky. Standing where you are now, what do you think about your father's responsibility in all this?
For years I had no place in my father's life.
Oh,
Though I
that's-
admit
yeah,
in
yeah,
any
go, go,
event
go, go.
that the feeling was mutual. But I don't want to judge him.
Debts must always be repaid.
I'm settling my scores.
I'll check. Yeah, I'll
All
check.
right, I think it's time for
I
us
can
to
Google
go.
password.
This place just makes the blood boil. Let's get Mr. Shulsky away from here. And stop by tomorrow. We'll have some tea and work through a few questions.
Mr. Shulsky, I would like this to be our farewell. I tell you from my heart, anger and pride are poor advisors. I know that firsthand, but it's too late for me. You can still save yourself. I'll be thinking of you.
Shall we?
Oh.
Let's get out of here.